In the story of Self-Reliance, written and created by Ralph Waldo Emerson, Emerson talks about being someone who is different, being a nonconformist to societal rules and submitting to things that may be considered to be a social taboo. He talks about how that we all have a divine duty and that we've all been given our own divine identity and that we should embrace it and not stray away from it. He talks about how we all are different and that real men and people who are real individuals and people who are really independent don't allow the thoughts of others to really control their thoughts, but instead they think on their own, that they just don't listen to anything that anyone has to say, but instead they actually go out and find for themselves. They don't take the word of the messenger, but actually finds the primary conspirator. In the story, he speaks on how that we all are different and that we all must try to find our own inner selves. And how if you look in our history's greatest philosophers, our greatest icons, people like Jesus, people like Gandhi, Martin Luther King, John F. Kennedy, they all did something different than those before them and sometimes those after them. They didn't submit, they didn't conform. They had an opinion, they had a belief, and they were considered to be outsiders. They were considered to be disliked, and they were considered to be misunderstood. And Emerson stresses this in the story. And he stresses this by saying that all great minds have been misunderstood. And he gives these powerful examples of all of these incredible people that I just listed. And he basically says that these people are misunderstood and that we can be misunderstood for our point of view, but that doesn't make it wrong. What it makes it is unique. And that we all should continue to fight from being someone who just listens to what other people have to say and what's the status quo and what's the social norm, but think outside of the box. Think, how could this be different? How could this be greater? This could be better? And take up our own social issues that we may not necessarily agree with. And that is a hot topic for debate, especially in this time of age. I believe that we all are different, that we all should continue to move forward, that we should be ourselves, be the best people that we can possibly be, because imitating someone else won't get us very far, but as an imposter. I believe that we should all take pride in who we are, take pride in what we believe, and take pride in what we've received from a divine authority and divine rule. I think that it's important that we just continue to press our way despite what other people think, despite what social norms come our way, despite what people may consider to be a taboo, that we continue to understand that being unorthodox is not being unlethal. Being unorthodox is actually being innovative, being unique, being kind, being a nonconformist. And this is what Ralph Waldo Emerson stresses. And I think that this is a very important message. That is not just for one of his time, but one for the time of all ages. And I think that's why you see this literary work has lasted so long from its original establishment. On Ralph Waldo Emerson's From Self-Reliance, I'm Silas David.